Welcome everyone, I'm Erogai Sensei, bringing you news and reviews of adult games. Today I would like to introduce you to a new upcoming erotic adventure visual novel known as Virtuous, created by Virtuous Development and published by Critical Bliss. The game is currently in early access on Steam for a little less than $15. Virtuous puts you in the shoes of a trade ship captain, and right from the get-go you get to create your own character with various options varying from gender to hairstyles, skin and all that good stuff. The sex scenes are tailored depending on your character's gender, so it holds some meaning gameplay-wise what you will decide to create. What I like about Virtuous as an erotic visual novel is that it doesn't just try to tell a story, but there's a lot of interactive choices and money management involved, as well as a card-based combat that reveals itself through simple-looking dungeon crawling, all that are quite interesting and fun little mechanics once you actually get yourself familiar with them. As a game currently in development and still in early access, I don't think I need to tell you that yes, the game is very rough around the edges, but it does its job in showing what the game has to offer in the future, so I can forgive a lot of its shortcomings for now, especially since the price wasn't anything overwhelming for the early access, though I would consider lowering it just a tiny bit to hit that magical number that really leaves a fully satisfied feeling after the demo is over, because there certainly are reasons to get a little upset here and there. Having said that, what made Virtuous a fun little experience for me was its many gameplay mechanics that asked me to have a little patience to get good at them, and once I understood how to play the game, the world truly opened up for me to explore. In dungeon crawling style, you get to go through tiny little mazes with random events taking place which affect your crew in either positive or negative way, and there's combat as well to challenge you on top of it. During combat, you enter a card battle where, similar to Hearthstone, you have your leader and then you have your minions who are your crew. Without going too deep into the combat, by managing decks and the gear of your crew, as well as gaining new cards and level up, you get stronger over time to face tougher enemies, but ultimately the combat falls down in your own skill how you manage cards. Even though I enjoyed the combat, currently the dungeon crawling looks like a placeholder compared to everything else the game has to offer, something which the game lets you know, of course. It works and does its job, yes, but I would really get excited if it was something similar to Lightning Warrior Raidi or other well-established dungeon crawlers, where you actually get to explore the dungeons inside with a minimap to guide you. I don't know if the developers have plans to change or improve the dungeon crawling experience, but I really do hope so, because that's what you will be doing a lot in this game, and with a little makeover, it can really make a huge difference how people will look at this game. Outside dungeon crawling and combat, you still got plenty of things to do and explore as you visit different towns, meet different people, and get yourself involved in all kinds of events inside and outside your ship, some which serve the erotic side of the game. Perhaps the most interesting mechanic I found myself investing time in was managing my brothel, trying to recruit whores who act as means to make money for me as I travel to different destinations on the world map. They bring a whole new element to the game where you have to train and level them for them to get better at serving their customers so you can make more money, but there's always a risk of your whores quitting or running away if you mistreat them, so you cannot abuse the system, which really made things interesting. You need to let them rest when required and take care of their needs by offering them nice things every once in a while, all that costs money of course, so you are pretty much learning proper investment and how to run a successful business. Whores can be either captured for free after winning combats or by purchasing them at towns that cost a lot of money, but in return they have better starting stats to make more money for you. Free whores captured in combat come with negative stats who are more likely to run away when you push them too far. This system really got me hooked in the game, and I can only hope the developers will improve upon it. But there's actually a more exciting feature coming closer to the game's full release, and that is the modding feature that gives the players the freedom to play with the game's original assets and create new ones in order to build the game even further, similar to what people tend to do with games like Skyrim and Fallout. With this, the game will have a potential to expand beyond the developer's original vision and become just about anything the players wish to make it into. That alone makes me super excited to see what Virtuous can become, and I raise my hat to Virtuous Development for allowing modding in their game. Not just allowing, but encouraging it by providing the tools and means to do it. Virtuous has a lovely art style and atmosphere to it, with decent hentai scenes and easy to follow story that doesn't take itself too seriously. Many of the characters are well designed and do bring their personality out during dialogue, giving them clear characteristics for you to pursue a romantic relationship with whoever you find your favorite. There's a lot of potential in Virtuous, and I cannot but recommend you to check the early access and support the developers if you can. With that said, if you enjoyed the content I make here on YouTube, know that I have my own website where I offer the same content uncensored and a lot more. For example, there's translated Japanese exclusive erotic visual novels for you to watch, which I personally translate monthly. Due to YouTube guidelines, I cannot offer you the link here, but you can find it on my Patreon page. Now before I go, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. With everything said and done, I will see you in the next video.